Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's debate on the topic, using digital wallets is better than traditional wallets. We are so very happy that both teams are ready for the debate. To my right is the proposition team, and to my left is the opposition team. Each team has 3 minutes to deliver their opening statement, followed by a rebuttal round, and finally a closing speech. Please keep your argument kind and respectful. Okay, I invite the proposition team to convey their argument. To the proposition team, you have 1 minute to present your argument.
Okay, so I will introduce to you what e-wallet is. So e-wallet is a digital wallet application that allows you to ask your mobile device as a payment method in stores, eliminating the need to carry a physical payment card. Just add your payment detail, credit card, debit card, or bank account, and save them on your smartphone. You can make purchases with one touch or click. This can maintenance, cleans, and hygiene by reduce interest physical contact with people you don't know, such as using physical money or cards, especially during a pandemic where direct interaction must be reduced to avoid the risk of contracting disease. Plus, you don't need to carry a card that can easily be lost, mixed up, or stolen. Another advantage of e-wallet is that they can help us track all your expenses better because our transactions are recorded.
Okay, thank you Salsabila Mutia Ramadhani. Now, I would like to invite Fahri Zulilmi from the opposition to present his argument.
So, we don't agree with that argument. E-wallet has several weaknesses that I mentioned here. Point one is overspending. Because e-wallet do not contain physical money, we may not be able to manage our finance because we are wasteful in spending. And there are also many promos in e-wallet that make our spending increase. 3. Dependence on internet. If, for example, we are outside and run out of Wi-Fi, we cannot make transaction there. In our opinion, traditional wallet is more universal because we don't need Wi-Fi to transaction. 4. Require socialization and user understanding. For some people, we make things, e-wallet does make things easier, but not everyone can use e-wallet. Lack of socialization to people to educate about e-wallet. For example, many people do not know how to pay for an item in a shop. They only accept cashless. They do not know that there is a technology called e-wallet. Thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you Fahri Zulilmi for the opposition team. Now, we will enter the rebuttal round. Each team provides a response to the argument presented by the opposing party. Only 3 minutes, we start with the proposition team.
I disagree with you. As you said before, that e-wallet makes overspending. I think overspending depends on each individual, how they manage their income and expenses. And we also can do budgeting. We manage expenses by distinguishing needs and wants. Even by using e-wallet can make it easier because we can track our expenses to do budgeting. And also, you said that the use of e-wallet depends on the internet. That's true, but that can be used as an excuse to not use e-wallet. Because nowadays, many Wi-Fi are provided in almost all shopping places.
I see your point, but I think overspend can be overcome with budgeting, but it can be done if you have the education and understanding to master it. Back to our point at the beginning that to use e-wallet requires more socialization for individual.
For the second one, which related to internet, I get the point, but I think we are not always in an environment with internet access or even electricity access. In fact, we can find an example in real life. At some point, we will frequently travel to the place where the place has not been supported by the internet, and there are no shops that provide online payments with e-wallet. While we have needs to buy something, in conditions like that, what will we do? And if we don't have a traditional wallet, so I emphasize that we don't agree that e-wallets are better than traditional wallet. I disagree with you because I think traditional wallet it has its drawbacks too, such as first, risk of loss. Cash is highly vulnerable to theft and loss. If cash is lost, there is no way to track or recover it, unlike digital transactions that often have mechanism for refunds. Second, transaction history. Using cash makes it difficult to automatically record expenditures. Without records, managing finance becomes more challenging and can lead to unplanned spending. Third, accessibility limitation. Cash payment can only be made physically, limiting the ability to transact online or remotely. Now, many places prefer non-cash payment methods.
I agree with you. Well, it is true that lost cash cannot be recovered, but digital wallets are not entirely risk-free either. For example, if a hacker gains access to your account or your phone is compromised, you could lose all your funds instantly. Even with refund mechanism, recovering lost money due to fraud can be very long and complicated process.
Okay, regarding transaction history, I think there is a possibility that the opposite could happen. E-wallet is one of the payment instruments that the money that we have is in digital form and has a features that record transaction history. But it doesn't mean to we can control the spending. With the convenience provided by e-wallet, especially the form of money is digital, not physical, makes us spend money easier and even too free to spend. We have difficulty in controlling shopping habits. The flow of spending is actually not felt and can pile up. Suddenly, in some cases, e-wallets are held by children who are still minors, where they make unreasonable orders, which causes losses to their parents.
Although digital wallets are convenient for online payments, they are not always accessible to everyone. Many elderly individuals, people in countryside, or those without smartphone or stable internet access still rely on cash. Moreover, in case of technical failures, power outage, or cyber attacks, digital payments can be completely unusable, whereas cash remains a universally accepted form of payment in all situations.
Okay, thank you, the proposition team and opposition team. That is the end of our incident. Thanks to both teams for their insightful arguments. Now, we will move on to the conclusion digital wallets. Digital wallets can help us track expenses better because all transactions are recorded. Traditional wallets reduce the risk of digital crime by reducing the risk of crime in the form of physical theft. But now there is also a lot of digital theft in the form of data hacking. Thank you to everyone who participated and made this debate interesting and thought-provoking. Let's give both teams a standing ovation.